Right. Hi, B. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much indeed.
Good, it's good. It's so good to be able to have a chat with you. Just before we get started, I just want to make sure you're still okay with me recording this session of the community conversations.
Yes, it is.
Yes, lovely, excellent. Right, so I've known you for a while, and we've had chats throughout the years about everything from who went on the moon to who was in Wales the last 6 years or something or another. We've always talked about things. So today, I just wanted to just have a chat about how you're feeling,
Hmm.
and then we'll just go from there.
Hmm.
So how are you? How are you today?
Brilliant.
Brilliant. I love that. Brilliant. I'm going to use that from now on. Brilliant. I love it. Okay. And with that, I have nowhere else to go. Right. So, so, so you live in, do you live in a for housing neighborhood?
Apparently so, yes.
Yes. Okay. And how do you feel living in your neighborhood? How is it for you living where you live?
Oh, we like it so much. We've been here since 1966.
Lovely. That's great. It's almost as old as it's almost as old as me. Oh, that's okay. So are you involved in your community? Do you talk to your neighbors? Do you guys?
Um, with the first sentence, I would have said no, but then neighbours, we've got a very close neighbourhood that knows each other. For instance, if I look across the road, there's a neighbour there, although she's very quiet, she doesn't want to communicate. But the neighbour to the left, that couple, they're great.
Yeah.
The guy next door to me is great. He hibernates a lot because he does work from home, etc.
Mm, mm.
And then to my other side, literally, as we're looking at the houses, those people are all right. They're good neighbours. And then I've got a house that's right diagonally opposite,
Mm.
and they're fabulous. So that's two people there, two people there. That's four. Two over. That's six, and one at the side of me. So very well we know. Well, no, I say quite well. We know seven people.
Okay. And that's actually your immediate neighbors, which is really nice, actually. Sort of a close knit um, community, for lack
Yeah.
of a better word. Yeah, that's good.
I like gardening because in the front garden it's great. You get to talk to everybody that's passing by. And then I found sort of two new acquaintances. One
Oh,
lady down the road that wants to know when the art classes are going again. And then another lady that lives a little bit further away. And we had a long chat about what she'd got. She's got some old photos of Monton showing this road with very small saplings. So
right.
it was
Okay.
53. So she brought those round for us to have a look. So
So your art gallery, is that at your home?
yes, yes, in the
Ah,
back.
lovely. Okay, I'm assuming you're an artist.
Yeah.
Yes. And what do you do? What is your art?
Well, it's mostly, isn't it, teaching people. I don't make money out of selling pictures. I have sold some, but I don't make money out of that. So I do make some money out of being a tutor,
Right, okay.
and a lot of it is private.
Right. So what type of art is it? And I'm not an artist, so
Yeah.
I'm not an artist. So what type of art would you teach? Or is it you have one area like monoprint, or do you do
We do little bits and pieces, but we mostly do watercolor.
right, okay.
Yeah.
Lovely. Watercolor. I think I know someone that does watercolor also. Quite a good job at watercoloring. So in your tight knit, it seems like. So how many people are on your road about? Because if there's a quite close knit for you, how is there a lot?
Yeah, I think there's 20 houses on one side, or 22, maybe 23. 23, so there's about 4 to 6 houses on the street.
Oh, right. So it's still small, quite a
Oh,
small
yeah,
community.
yeah,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, yeah.
How do you feel safe in your area where you live?
Yes,
Do you? Right. Have you had anyone that you know of that's not felt safe?
Well, the guy had an incident where he felt safe, and then after the incident, he didn't. Well, I haven't spoken to the guy, but a couple of doors away, on one side of me, this guy answered a knock to the door. This is only about 3 weeks ago. So there's a guy at the front door, and he said to the man, I'm thirsty, can I have a glass of water? So this nice neighbour of ours went to get water. The guy followed him in, picked up keys and the wife's handbag, walked out and drove the car off and used the credit cards and then crashed the car. So you can imagine they don't feel safe.
No.
And that was an open door helping somebody.
Right. Okay.
I guess what's not going to happen in the future is
Yes.
not going to let anybody have anything
Yeah.
one person.
Yeah.
Now,
That's
they didn't get hurt, but basically they were invaded.
yes, of course. Definitely. That's for definite.
I think the
So
only good news is that because he crashed the car, they got caught.
well, here we go. That's well,
The good news for the guy is because his car was stolen, he got his insurance money.
well, okay. So there's
There's an
positive,
outcome.
so to speak, outcome with that. So outside of the fact that your neighbor doesn't feel safe, suppose not even answering the door almost. I, I don't know. But
Well, you know what I've done for many, many years? We've got a side door that's where my car's parked.
mm,
Well, people don't generally come to that. So they mainly come to the front door that's
mm,
3 foot from the pavement. And what I do, we've got a peephole that we can look through. I've
yeah,
got an outside light that I can put on.
yeah,
I might recognise who it is, but if I don't, and I do decide to answer the door, I don't always sometimes. I have my foot behind the door.
yeah.
Are you with me? I've got
Yes, of course.
proper.
Of course. Yeah. Well, that's good preparation just in case because you don't know.
Um, Very rarely do I answer the door at night anyway.
Right.
I don't
I
think
suppose if people were coming to your home, they would actually get in touch with you first just to say they're on their way or something or another. They'd be expected. Yeah. So it's good to know actually that you've said that you felt brilliant. I'm going to use that now. I just thought I'd tell you, I'm coining your word now. Brilliant. When anyone asks me how am I doing, I'm just going to say brilliant. It is good to know that, and you feel safe in your neighborhood and you have really good neighbors. Yeah. And so do you guys share anything? Just being nosy now. Because I've answered everything I need to answer, but I just want to be nosy, off subject. Do you guys share things like,
Indeed, yes. The neighbours over the road did buy a substantial painting off me, so that was quite good.
oh, right, yes,
I'm waiting for them to buy more, but that hasn't happened. But
yeah,
do you remember when we had a delivery of vegetables about 4 weeks ago?
yes, yes,
Photo of the vegetables at my feet, and my feet looked very small. A lot of that stuff, I called Rini straight away. I said, "Come over quick with a bag," and she brought a big bag, and we loaded it up with those giant pumpkins.
yes, yes, yes.
And then some of them went, which Mike I couldn't get hold of, but the Wendy, who was my diagonal neighbour,
Yeah.
she had some stuff. And then another friend who lives in Swinton, they had some stuff. We took it round. And then another friend, artist friend in Claremont, you know Claremont?
Yes, yes.
Had to wait for her to come down. Oh no, I took it up in the car because she makes marmalade and
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
so, I'll be getting some of that back as so
Very
that
good.
was cleared out. And then do you remember also we're getting the parcels?
Yes, yes.
And obviously there's spare stuff there that it's just quite nice. And then when we had apples, I've got an apple tree that's very, very fruiting.
All right.
Everybody gets apples.
Okay, what are they, green or red apples or?
It's a green apple that matures from a baker into a sweet apple.
Right. I don't know. I'm sure I've known this woman called Bee who's an artist for quite some time. I've never had any of those apples that are growing in our tree. I just don't know how that's happened.
Oh dear, you're on the list for next year.
Yes, thank you. I'll hold you to that, B. Thank you.
To my right, there's a little road between our house and their house.
Yeah.
She gets an awful lot because I just bag them up and put them on her waste bins, and she sees them through our kitchen window. So we just do it.
Lovely.
Deliver.
It's good to know. Now that I know how it happens, I'll be ringing someone up for some apples. You know, 'cause I absolutely love fruit, which is good. B, thank you. And just to recap, sort of, it really is good to know that you're brilliant now. You feel good, and your neighbors are really neighborly. You guys look after each other, and you're there for one another, and that's really nice to know. And so thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you again for saying yes, because I know you have lots of things to do, and always, even though we're not sort of busy in the sense we're working as such, we still are busy. We're still doing things. So, you know, so it's just.
While you're on, I'm just going to get the big fat teddy bear.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think you did see his face as the eyes went on, didn't you, the other day?
I did, yes.
Now, the only problem was...
He's just a bit thin. Was that it? Love it. I love it, B. That is great. That is so sweet. I love that. Even though I know you thinking that he's just a bit on the thin side, but I like the aesthetics. I like the look. I love the vest and the scarf. I just love that added touch. So will that be sewn on?
These are loose.
All right. So you can take that. You can create another color and put it on and change his clothes.
You could do. I put a little button there to keep it tight.
Yeah.
The whole thing's tight. This little bit here, the trouser bit.
Yeah.
All was a little. It's got a drawstring at the top. It was a little gift bag. And
how creative can you be? It's lovely. B, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, it's lovely.
I've got a more chubby version, so I might just let people have both patterns.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, because you never know. You also want to make sure that you're equality friendly. So we can't discriminate against anyone. So having both of them is great. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. And I'll see you again, I'm sure. And I'll be speaking to you definitely later on. Okay. Take care. Have a really good afternoon. Okay. Bye. Bye. Thank you. Yes, I will. I will. Thank you. Tell Jeff I said hi.
All right. Will you? Bye.
Okay. Bye.